Yeah, yeah.
What's going on, guys? SB Blaziken here, bringing you guys another question and answer video. Normally I would have my friend with me, or last time I had my good friend Nick with me, but he lives in a different state. He was just visiting that time, so this time I got my sloth with me, Charlie the sloth actually, and he always chills in my room somewhere. But yeah, sloths are awesome. Sloths are great animals. So let's get right into this question and answer video. Hashtag Ask Blaziken. Questions from Twitter. Just gonna read through them and ask them randomly. I mean, not randomly, but just ask them and answer your questions, I guess. But yeah. Alright, first question comes from Supra Nerd. Hey Blaziken, what are your plans for the future? Hashtag Ask Blaziken. So my plans for the future, I guess, I'm not really sure what that question means, to be honest. I mean, there are lots of different plans I have. I mean, I guess some of my plans or goals are just to upload every day on SB, try and upload every day on my channel, but I don't think that's going to work out. And another goal of mine is to get myself, my channel to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So hopefully I can do that, fingers crossed. I think it's a good goal to reach, but yeah, those are some of my plans. And my other plan, I guess, is to just go to the gym every day, because I've been going to the gym for about a month now. It's really fun. If you follow me on Twitter, I usually tweet about how fun it is. Go follow my Twitter, by the way. It's in the description, first link. Alright, let's go to the next question. The next question comes from I'm Zarko. What was your first ever clan? So if you guys didn't know, I created XJMX, which is the clan that I came to SB from. So I've only been in 2 clans. I think I answered this, though, in the last commentary, or in the last question and answer video. Next question comes from Jacob at Dimsdale. He says, what's the hardest decision you've ever had to make gaming wise? Example, leaving a team for another team. That's a very good question. I think definitely the hardest decision I had to make was leaving XJMX for SB, because it was a big opportunity, but a lot of people were really pissed off that I left XJMX, or like the former XJMX members at the time. They were pretty mad. Alright, next question is from The Revertical. He says, opinions on Kleos. And if you guys don't know who Kleos is, he is he's the former SB Absolute who got exposed or whatever, or like exposed for being somebody else and faking or whatever. And my opinions on him. Well, me and Absolute were pretty close, or Kleos. We were pretty good friends, and you know, when he got exposed, he left SB, and you know, he said in his commentary multiple times that we were friends and stuff, and we still are friends actually. He's a pretty chill dude. He's actually pretty smart. I mean, it takes a lot to freaking trick the whole entire community and get into so many different identities. I mean, maybe I'm just clueless, or I didn't I didn't realize it, but he's pretty smart for getting past me and most of the community. Alright, next question is from K9 Shadows, and there are actually 2 questions that are similar. I'm gonna read them both. First one's from K9 Shadows. The question is, will there be any knife feeders in SB in the future, as you guys just recruited knife trick shotters? And the other question is there a future for knife feeders wanting to get into sniping clans? Alright, I'm going to elaborate on this question, because I feel like if you're a clan leader and you're watching my video right now, knife feeders are like the untouched new thing. Like obviously SB has some tomahawk trick shotters, now we have 2, and L7 had 1, and you know, they're in the sniping community. They're like prominent in the sniping community. Everybody knows who that is. Like, so the sniping community, for example, they have snipers, feeders, and I guess tomahawk trick shotters. But there aren't any like knife feeders other than in XJMX. Like, clans could, like, they're so much fun to watch, the knife feeding episodes. Like, if you had a really good knife feeder in Obey, for example, like, that episode would get so many views and so many likes. Like, it would be crazy. And I don't know why clans aren't picking them up. If SB had a feeding team, then obviously, you know, we would pick up knife feeders, but we don't. So, all right, let me see how long this commentary is. All right, we still got time. Alright, next question comes from L7 Malto. He says, what goals do you have other than YouTube? So one of my main goals that I have is to get into a really good college. Some of the colleges that I'm looking at are UC Santa Barbara, if you guys know what that is. Maybe you guys don't. And another one that I'm really looking at is University of Colorado Boulder, or my bad, CU Boulder, Colorado University. But those are two schools that I'm really looking at, and like I'm just like preparing for it. There's still a lot of stuff to do right now. Like to prepare for it. I'm still a junior, or coming to the end of my junior year, but like applications start in like 6 months or something like that, so gotta get ready for that. And then also another goal I have is to go to the gym at least every other day, and I've been working really hard on that, but last week I've been sick, so I haven't really been able to go, but I'm gonna get back into that. So those are my two like pretty big goals, like other than YouTube. Alright, so the next question comes from @Darrow, that's SB Arrow. He's an editor. He says, what is your favorite editor or favorite editor? I'm trying to think who my favorite editor is. It used to be like a combination of Fern and Gumi. I really love their edits, but to be honest, I don't know. I'm gonna go top 3 right now. Number 1 would be, this is a hard one. Number 3 is Reyes. Number 2 is Gumi. I'm trying to think of my number 1 editor. There are a couple of different editors that I would pick for number 1, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Fern. Yeah, he's always been like my favorite editor. So yeah, those are my top 3. All right, next question is, do you plan on doing YouTube in college? That's actually a really good question, but I honestly can't answer that. I think it depends. I don't even know how it'd be possible. I think if I had like a laptop, I might be able to check in on Skype every once in a while, but I think I'll be pretty busy in college, so like Xbox wise I don't think so, but maybe YouTube wise. But it depends on what I'm doing then. If I have like 100,000 200,000 subscribed channel, that'd be pretty cool. But like, I mean, if I had that, then I guess I'd be working harder on it, because it would be kind of more like a job, not just a hobby. Next question, let me think. Next question is from SB Tilo. He says, what's your favorite COD memory? Ooh, I think this is gonna have to be the night that AE7 messaged the XJMX channel, and I went on the inbox and I saw that we had a message from AE7 asking to add them on Skype, and Scarce added me, and he said that XJMX won that AE7 dual cams challenge. That was probably the best memory that I've ever had, because like everybody in XJMX was like in a party with me, and we were just freaking so happy, and we were just yelling and screaming. It was just crazy. It was so much fun. Our next question is, how do you get noticed by big clans, and if you don't have connections to people of the team you want to join, what do you do? I know that other clan leaders say going for recruitment challenges is a good idea, so that would be my first advice, just to go for a recruitment challenge, because team leaders do see your responses, especially if you're different. Like if you don't go for the same stuff, and if you just work hard on your response, you're definitely gonna get seen. Another way to get attention from other leaders, or like to get more connections, for example, is just to do stuff for people. I know it sounds really dumb, but like dummying for people off Twitter, and like doing things for people when they ask them to. Like, I'm not saying like when somebody asks you to dummy for them, then you should go dummy, but like it's a good way to like build like a connection. I know one friend of mine actually nowadays, his name's Venom. He dummied for me about a month and a half ago, because I just asked on Twitter, and he dummied for me, and we talked for a while, because I don't know, it was just me and him in the party, and he was actually a really chill dude, and now he's actually a really good friend of mine. Like, we talk all the time on Skype, and so he gained that connection by just being on Twitter one night, and he just wanted to dummy for me, and we talked, and I guess we hit it off. That would be another way. Other than that, really just recruitment challenges is the only good idea, or good way that I can think of right now. Alright, and the last question is, do you think SB will continue to recruit knifers? If so, how many at most? I'm not really sure how to answer that question, because I remember when I got recruited, the leaders said they were never going to recruit another one, and now recently we just recruited 2 more. But I guess times change. It really depends, you know, maybe the knifers that we have now, like the two Yoda and Bobo, maybe Bobo or Yoda get into like Obey, and then we'll recruit another one, or maybe we'll recruit another one. It all depends on how good you are, honestly. Like, if we see that you're hitting clips, and like this goes for everybody. Like if we see that you're hitting clips and you're hitting them often, like consistently, like you can keep like linking one of the leaders or another member who's in SB. Like if you can keep linking them and you're good enough, like we'll recruit you. It doesn't matter if you're a knifer or not. It's all about how good you are. So yeah, that's been it for this IRL Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, thumbs up if you did. Leave a like for Charlie being here, and he's gonna be my new co-host on these Q&As. Sorry for being sick. Hopefully that'll be better by the next Q&A. And yeah, that's been it. Peace.